It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Los Angeles Chargers and the New York Giants. And it comes your way next.
Just across the Hudson from downtown Manhattan, we welcome you inside MetLife Stadium, East Rutherford, New Jersey. So good to have you with us, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson here in the booth. Partner, these are a couple of teams that struggled a year ago, finished out of the playoffs. They were under 500, but that's what you love about the NFL. A new season brings renewed optimism.
Absolutely, and really, Mike, a lot of new faces at critical places. I mean, there is a lot of new pieces to the puzzle here, both coaching staff and the roster of players. They believe last year is over. They do not think there is any correlation between the squad they're planning to put on the field today and that one that we saw really go through some growing pains and struggles just a year ago.
The veteran kicker, Graham Gano, puts it on the tee. And off we go from MetLife Stadium. Here's Darius Davis to return it. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. So here comes the Chargers, the offense getting set to come out, led by their quarterback, the 6th overall pick in the 2020 draft. It's Justin Herbert.
He spent a lot of time, Mike, over these last couple days speaking to the media, and the thing that jumped out to me was just how confident he was in his team's preparation ahead of today's game. Now, only time will tell or not whether it makes a difference, but if his confidence is any indication of how they're going to perform, this could be a tough team to beat.
They'll run it with Gus Edwards. And he's going to be stopped at the line. No gain. Great way for the defense to open up here at home.
This defense wanted to come out early in this game and take the fight to the offense. And boy, did they ever set the tone on the very first play, keeping that carry to no gain.
Opening carry of the game, it's J.K. Dobbins. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to 3rd down. Here's 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. He gets this one complete to Johnston. A gain of 11 on that one. 1st down, L.A.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
On 1st down, Herbert. That's to the tight end, Hurst. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Quentin Johnston, the man he was looking for on that one. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
17 yards on that play. And the Chargers have the 1st down.
Well, I think it's pretty clear what the week's plan was, and that was to get the quarterback in a rhythm right out of the gate. You got to imagine as the game unfolds, they'll sprinkle in some runs. But so far, it's been their passing game to get this game started, and that last one results in a 1st down. Mike, the old adage, you run to set up the pass. This modern offense nowadays, we're starting to see that flipped upside down on its head. Typically, the success of the passing game is what allows teams to have success like this in the run game.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. They'll give it to Dobbins. And he will work his way to the 11-yard line. Good running and a first down.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, Chargers.
Now it's Dobbins. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Johnston motioning over. And this is not going to work out as planned. Tough spot to try to run a play like that. It is blown up behind the line. A lengthy opening drive. Now comes to this. It is 3rd down. Shotgun now for Herbert. That is caught. Back corner of the end zone. Matt McConkey. Touchdown, L.A. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Cameron Dicker, the kicker for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Chargers will take a 7-0 lead. After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. On the return, it is Tyrone Tracy. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Giants offense making their way out for the first time. They're led out by a former second-round pick out of Missouri. The quarterback is Drew Lock.
In my opinion, Mike, if they expect to leave here today with a win, they're going to have to be aggressive early and often. They might not connect on all of them, but pushing the ball downfield could open up a lot of opportunities for you to take advantage as this game unfolds.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll run here with the rookie. Not much there, maybe a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Lock out of the shotgun. That's going to be caught by Darius Slayton. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Throwing on second down, Locke. He's got his man, Wandale Robinson. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. They'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. On the handoff, here comes Tracy. And a nice tackle in the open field limits the gain to only 1. Here's a 2nd and 9. In motion, it's Robinson. A 2nd down throw for Locke. That's caught. It's Tyrone Tracy. It'll be a pickup of 10. 1st down, Giants.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets and put so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
On the give, it's Tracy. And this time they are ready for him. Thrown for a loss, and it's 2nd down.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming, and he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this 1st quarter. So they'll talk over what to do on this 3rd down play as we have hit the end of the 1st quarter. The Chargers out to the early lead. More from MetLife Stadium after this. It is 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Locke. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
Gano's kick is good. And the Giants are on the board. It's 7-3.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Graham Gano now following the field goal. Back to kick this one away. Here's Ladd McConkey to return. Now an opening past the 30. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. The Chargers offense ready to get going with their 2nd possession. The lead sits at 4. So they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. Play action now. It's Herbert. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Here's Dobbins. He's beyond midfield to the 45. They get 18 on that one. It's good for a Charger first down.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
What an advantage it brings a defense when you have cornerbacks that are such willing tacklers. It just brings an extra element to the ability to defend the entire field. And this is a great example here why.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. To throw, it's Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Even though it doesn't result in a sack, when you dial up the right pressure at the right time, Mike, sometimes that's all it takes to lead to that incompletion. The timing is just a little off between the quarterback and his intended target, and the ball falls incomplete.
Open man is Palmer. It's complete. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on 3rd down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
Again, they'll throw with Herbert. He's got it at about the 8, and he will get into the end zone. Will Dissly, touchdown Chargers.
And that was just a great drive. Really, from start to finish, Mike, you could see the play caller just really finding his rhythm. Mix in run, mix in pass. Results in the touchdown pass. But really, everything they did, the entire possession, worked to perfection. When you can sustain the drives like that and come away with touchdowns, man, that goes a long way towards establishing your identity for the rest of this game.
Dicker, good with the extra point. And the Chargers extend their advantage to 14-3. After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. This taken at the 5. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Giants offense ready to take over for their 2nd possession. They trail now 14-3, so an 11-point deficit as they start things out with 1st and 10. Now it's Tracy looking to run, and he's brought down after a gain of a couple. Second down and 8. They'll run again. It's Tracy again. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
Just watch the speed of the pursuit out of this safety on this tackle, Mike. His ability to play from depth and attack the line of scrimmage and meet that ball carrier in the hole and keep him to no gain. You don't see a lot of safeties able to make that tackle in the open field. That's pretty impressive.
From the gun on 3rd down is Locke. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
So on fourth down, out is Jamie Gillen to punt for the Giants. On the return for the Chargers, it's Darius Davis. And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. The Chargers offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with first down. From the gun, it's Herbert. Deontay Banks right there with the good coverage to knock it away.
And the success of this play, Mike, all comes down to the timing of the defender. You get there a little bit too early, you risk pass interference. You get there a little too late, it's a big pass completion. Timing your hand and playing through the ball is something they work on with these defenders all the time. And next time they throw the ball downfield, I wouldn't be surprised if they target somebody else. The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give them an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
Herbert going to try to throw on third down. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
A run with Dobbins. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gains.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Now, Herbert. That one complete to McConkey. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Really nice timing on that slant route. You can tell the quarterback and the wide receiver are completely on the same page, and when executed at that level, it's virtually impossible to stop.
From the gun on third down, Herbert. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. That's his 3rd catch of this first half and good enough for a first down. Here's Herbert. This one finds McConkey. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
The key to good route running, Mike, is deceiving the man covering you into thinking you're doing one thing, and then you change it and do the other. And in this case, he had the defender thinking this was a vertical downfield route, and then next thing you know, he gets to his break point, he breaks in, and that ball's put right on the money for a big pickup.
They get 14 out of the screen, and it's a first down.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18. Now Herbert again. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
And that's a big-time play. It felt like they really needed it, Mike. That was a drive where the offense seemed to be in complete control. Anytime on the defense where you find yourself on your heels, you're giving up big plays, you're giving up fresh set of downs, you need a spark. You need something to change the momentum of the drive, and we'll see if that was it right there.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Throwing, Herbert. He's got it inside the 5. He is in. Quentin Johnston. Touchdown, Los Angeles. And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A 3rd touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
Point after now from Dicker. It's up and through. And the Chargers move out to a 21-3 advantage. After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. Here comes a return from the 5. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Giants offense going to see what they can do in the final minute of this first half. They'll try to get this a bit more respectable before the break. It has not been their half to this point. Let's see what they do on this drive. First down now. To throw is Locke. He'll get it into the hands of Slayton. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Throwing, Locke, going for it all. He's got it! And he will score! Daniel Bellinger! Touchdown, Giants! A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
Now it's Graham Gano for the PAT. It's up and good. And the Giants get a bit closer here. It's now 21-10. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. Justin Herbert back out there. He and the Chargers getting set to go once more. And he has done everything you could ask of him coming into this one. Spread it around, hasn't taken many chances, and potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Herbert. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
That'll be complete to Dobbins. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. On 1st down, Herbert. Right side and hauled in by McConkey. Give them 17 more, and they are on a roll. Another 1st down.
We spent so much time talking about these receivers. How fast do they run, Mike? How high do they jump? But so often, the guys that have the most success in the NFL, it's the mental part of the game. It allows them to create separation, find soft spots in the defense, attack defenders. It's exactly what he's able to do here, and really nice connection.
He's got the hookup downfield with McConkey. And he will score. Matt McConkey. Touchdown, L.A. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer, because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
Dicker now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Chargers add on one more as they extend their 2nd quarter lead.
It's like everybody in this category is saying that's all they do.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the 1st half. And the kickoff's coming their way. From the 6, here comes a return. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Giants offense going to get it one last time here late in the opening half. They'll do so with 1st and 10. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down. Lock out of the shotgun. This one is complete along the sideline. A very nice job to fit that ball in. It'll be a modest game.
The best guys I've been around, Mike, they have a sense where they can see the ball, but they can feel the sideline. And that's kind of an innate sense that these guys have that allows them to concentrate and secure the catch and ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
Lock to throw on 1st and 10. He's got his man. That's Neighbors. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. Here is Graham Gano to try the field goal. This will be from 56 yards away. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Giants are back within 2 scores.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
So 2 seconds left to play, and the kick's away. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. They'll send their tight end left. They do try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
All right, Mike, thanks very much, and welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. The highlights are fairly one-sided to this point. It's a 2-touchdown difference here at the break, but I wouldn't call this one over just yet. I think there could still be some fireworks yet to come.
Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the second half. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. Tracy now to return it. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Giants offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. They need to start making some inroads here. Down 2 scores as they begin this drive with first down. In motion, it's Robinson. Right away, they'll try a jet sweep. And this defense having nothing of that, they get him down behind the line.
I'm thinking, Mike, they might have had a little tendency on him or been tipped off pre-snap, because it seemed to me like that defense was just ready and waiting for the jet sweep. There wasn't a whole lot he could do. He takes the loss.
On the bootleg, it's Locke. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
From the gun, it's Locke. That's caught left side by Bellinger.
Even though they gave up that last completion, Mike, that's a really good drive there for this defense. I mean, from the beginning, on those early downs, keeping them from staying ahead of the chains, put them in a tough third down situation, and now it brings up fourth down, and looks like they're going to get off the field.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Chargers offense, and Justin Herbert getting set for this next drive. And he's been as good as advertised. Take you through some of the highlights. 4 touchdown passes, on point with his receivers right throughout and continuing to master running and executing this offense. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. The drive starts with a carry by Edwards. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
On the ground, here's Dobbins. And he's out of bounds, up beyond the 40-yard line. They get 22 yards there, and the Chargers have the first down.
It's definitely nice to have one of those bruising, punishing backs to kind of help wear down the defense. But I'll tell you what, you can give me a flat-out electric runner like this guy any day of the week. He can turn on those jets, get in that high gear, and he is gone.
Edwards now on 1st and 10. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down. They'll run it with Dobbins out of the pistol. He'll get in behind his blockers, get forward for a pickup of 3. Deontay Banks comes up to make the play. Third and 5. That's Palmer, the man in motion. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. He gets this one complete to Johnston.
Well, so often we see quarterbacks standing in the pocket, holding it, seeing if they can create something downfield. Well, not that play. That play was simple. Snap the ball to the quarterback, spit it out into the hands of your receiver, and let's see what he can do.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Here's Edwards. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
To throw, it's Herbert. That one complete to Johnston.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. And they're going to get to him and take him down, take him back to the other side of midfield.
Sometimes, Mike, your greatest strength can also be a little bit of your weakness. In this case, he is so used to being able to buy more time with his feet, extend the play, give his targets more time downfield to uncover. In this case, nothing materializes, tried to do too much, and as a result, takes a big loss.
On 4th down, out is J.K. Scott to punt for the Chargers. Amir Smith-Marset goes back to return it. Here's the Giants offense. Now they get set to take over once more. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Locked to throw. That's to Bellinger. He's got it downfield. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Mike, what we're seeing play out across the NFL is that if offensively it requires you to go the length of the field in a long, methodical drive, your chances of coming away with points continue to go down the more you snap the ball. You have to be able to generate shot plays, pick up big, explosive chunks, because when you do, your ability to score points typically tends to follow.
On the ground, here's Tracy. He'll get this down to the 44, but that's about it. On the ground, it's right back to Tracy. Trying to find somewhere to move forward, but nothing going. Tackled for the loss of a yard.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
Now a screen set up for Tracy. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively. And now decision time. What are you going to do on fourth down?
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a fourth down decision to make.
3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Giants will cut into that lead.
And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
Gano now, following the field goal, back to kick this one away. On the return is McConkey. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Chargers offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. First and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. Running room hard to come by as he'll get ahead for a yard. That's Bobby Okereke there for the stop. From the gun, it's Herbert. To the left side, catch made by McConkey. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
It's first down, and they'll run. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. So we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Here's a 2nd and 6. They'll give it to Dobbins. And he's going to bring this one close to a first down. Looks like they'll mark him just a yard short. Third and a yard. Herbert. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
And up until this point, this has been an incredibly efficient game from this quarterback. I mean, it's hard to think. Here we are in the second half, and that's only his second incomplete pass. So finally, the defense is able to do something to disrupt his timing and finally try to get him out of this groove.
The home team's offense ready for this next possession. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. Lock. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. He's close to a first down. To gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
I think that play probably results in a completion if that protection just holds up a little bit longer. It was that initial pressure in the face of the quarterback that forced him to get rid of that ball a little bit earlier than he wanted. Disrupts that timing, ruins the play.
A pickup of 14 on that wall. That's good for a Giants 1st down.
And that's a heck of a run there on 3rd and 1. So often these backs, they're just thinking, all right, just get 1 yard, pick up the first down. But not this guy. He's thinking, I know where the marker is, but I'm going to pick up as many yards after that as I can. That's exactly what he does. Fresh set of downs.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Now Locke. That's to Robinson. He's got it. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
These two in rhythm. 12 more yards and a first down.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark, just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
On play action, Lock. He's got it at about the 8, and he will score. Game on. Darius Slayton. Touchdown, New York. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
Gano on to add the extra point. The kick is good. And the Giants have cut the deficit to 5.
Restlessness, swelling, numbness, sport, illness, and
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. Davis now to return it. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he has been so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. Now it's Dobbins. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. On play action now, Herbert. He connects with Disley. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative, just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
Tight end motioning left. From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on 3rd down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
Johnston motioning over. Throwing is Herbert on 3rd down. And they get to him and finally bring him down. It will go down as a sack. So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. The Chargers get set to kick it away as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth quarter lead. The home team's offense ready to get back at it. The deficit is 5, so they'll try to put a drive together here, and they'll begin it with 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. He'll get it into the hands of Slayton. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Here's 2nd down and 3. In motion, it's Robinson. Throwing on second down. Lock. That's taken in. What a catch by Neighbors. And they'll whistle him down, but not before it picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime